Well, here we are, live again. Hi, I'm Doc Martin for KRAZ TV here at the Zero Channel. And the book I'm reading today, The New Dark Age, Technology and the End of the Future by James Bridle. Well, it's not depressing, but it's an eye-opener, but it could be shocking. So, as the world around us increases in technical complexity, our understanding of it diminishes. Underlying this trend is a single idea: the belief that our existence is understandable through computation and more data is enough to help us build a better world. That's not true. It can help do problem solving, but we have to deduce the answer from ourselves. Computers cannot give you the answer. They can crunch the data to help you make a better decision. In reality, we are lost in a sea of information, increasingly divided by fundamentalism, simplistic narratives, conspiracy theories, and post-factual politics. Meanwhile, those in power use our lack of understanding to further their own interest. Despite this apparent accessibility of information, we're living in a new dark age. So, it goes through the C's: the chasm, computation, climate, calculation, complexity, cognition, complicity, conspiracy, concurrency, and the cloud. So, well, there was what they call the uptime. It says, here's a good one. Ultimately, any strategy for living in the new dark age depends upon attention to the here and the now, and not to the illusionary promises of computational prediction, surveillance, ideology, and representation. The present is always where we live and think, poised between an oppressive history and an unknowable future. The technologies that so inform and shape our present perception of reality are not going to go away, and in many cases we should not wish them to. Our current life support system on a planet of 7.5 billion and rising utterly depend upon them. Our understanding of those systems and their ramifications and of the conscious choices we make in their design in the here and now remain entirely within our capabilities. We are not powerless, not without agency, and not limited by darkness. We only have to think, and to think again, and keep thinking. The network, us and our machines, and the things we think and discover together demand it. This book was gotten at the Tucson or the Pima County Public Library here in Tucson. You know, I've done a lot of AI books, a lot of modern thought and all of this. Just because I read this doesn't make me a social thinker. But it does make me a little bit of a citizen activist. And, you know, I mentioned the other day with this shutdown how we could gather up money and give it to the unpaid federal workers. And not one person has watched that video. Or maybe the powers that be were afraid of it. Because the title of it was Citizen Activation Trumps Deadlock Bureaucracy. But that was my rant. This is the new book review called New Dark Age, Technology and the End of the Future by James Bridle. Get it at your library like we did and continue to read. It'll open your eyes, we hope. And if you can, please donate to us, please, over at KRAZTV.com. Thank you for watching KRAZ TV in the Zero Channel. New Dark Age.